Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to do Purge of Sins 1-10, which is the experience farming stage, and I'll talk a little bit about ways to utilize your experience and how to get more of it, and just leveling in general. So let's talk about the stage first. So first off we have Krim, who's going to charm the number 2 tank, right? And then your Franca will buff, and then Coco will hit the back line. Alright, so take out those 2 units. And then they will move, and their number 2 will move and he'll hit himself because he's charmed. And he's got a 2-tile attack, so he'll attack the guy behind him. Even if they don't die, you'll be next to act, and Skadi will attack the front line, so she'll take out these 2 regardless. Okay, and then Julius on your team will stun some units, and these tanks will hit the your frontline tanks if they move. Right. So if you don't have Farnese, you can use Lilith. It doesn't matter. You just need 2 tanks, or you can use a support tank as well. You can use like a friend support. That's fine as well. And then on your next turn, this support will be alive, right? Or this heavy will be alive, and Krim will charm that one. So you don't have to worry about it hitting you. It will actually hit its own units. And Coco will actually hit this line, because this support will, this heavy will be the only unit alive on this lane. So Coco can only hit that one, and that will take out another 3 units, which is pretty helpful. And then Skadi should take out a couple more, these last 2 over here, and it will be pretty easy from that. I believe that's how the run went, but let's play it out and I'll show you how it goes. So the primary requirement for this is having enough damage on your Coco and Skadi to one-shot whatever they attack. Okay, so I'll show you the stats after this. So these don't hit that hard, so your tanks don't even need to be super tanky. But just so you know, this tank, he bypasses taunt. That's why he didn't hit Gin. So he will just hit whatever is in that lane. A tanky enough Julius is probably okay and able to tank it as well. Right, so that's the charm on the support. The heavy. I don't know why I keep getting them confused. And we take out that line here, and Skadi will take out this line. This guy helps us kill off the support, and from there your last units can finish off this guy. Okay, pretty simple. No one died, and it's below 40 turns, so we get 3-star from that. I've already done this before, but just to show you how that plays out. Okay, and we'll show the stats of the main units. Alright, so the main units that I used here was Coco. She's 5-star upgraded. She's not level 90 yet though, and that's her attack. She's just using attack percent, pretty much filler ones. So if you've been farming attack core, you should have some hopefully by now. If not, then if she's a bit higher level, she can make make up for having like weaker cores basically, right? But they're not upgraded, so not too heavy investment. Skadi, this is her attack and her stats, level 80. And she's just using, ideally use your best flat attack on her and you'll be good. Franca level 70, Julius level 70, I think her level doesn't matter too much. She's mostly there just to stun, so that doesn't matter too much. Franca, the higher the better, because she gets more support power, right? This is her current support power. So if you have a weaker Coco, you could also like consider leveling Franca more to get more support power, so that she does a bigger attack buff, right? To make up for having weaker attack. So you can just like balance out your needs that way. If you have a lower level Franca, then obviously you need a stronger Coco to make up for it, right? I think Skadi should do plenty of damage regardless to one shot. It's just Coco that might not have as much damage. And then Farnese and Gin, they don't take that much damage, so you don't need to be like this high level, but you just play it out and see whether they survive, and you can work it out from there. Alright, so as far as leveling is concerned, I did get a question on how to level units quicker, and well, basically you want to clear this stage first. Like this is one of the primary ways to get experience, and then if you want to be efficient, then if you clear stages, make sure your units are not capped, right? So if my unit was 85 out of 85, I'm no longer gaining experience for a battle. Now keep in mind though, you don't get a lot of experience for doing battles. Most of your experience will come from these tickets. So to be honest, you'll probably pretty much be time gated mostly. But if you want to be as efficient as possible, then gaining experience when you're doing a stage is helpful, but not like that game breaking. Also keep in mind if you sweep a stage, right? So let's say I was going to sweep health core, then I get no experience on my units for clearing it. But if I manual clear it, and I have like a team set up to like manually clear it, all of your units will gain a little bit of experience, which is not a lot. But if you consider that you can level up to 9 units, and they each get about 200 to 250 experience for a battle, it's a bit, it's a decent amount. Like, it's almost 2 blue experience tickets worth, which is like roughly 2k experience in total. So if you want to be like max efficiency, that's how you would do it. But it's not something that I would worry too much about, just because it's not a lot of experience. Additionally, you can also get some blue tickets from here. Make sure you do all your dailies. There's quite a lot of blue tickets from this, and you'll find this will add up quite quickly when you do them more. Also in the shop there are some options. So you have your freebie package from the common package. This will give you 1 blue ticket. It's not a lot, but it's something like, every day, and a bit of shield credits, which is a bit more important. Then in the redemption for your arena, you can buy experience tickets. You should always buy this every month, right? So that's some experience you can get from there. I would not buy anything from here. You should save these for your guaranteed pulls on the elite banners. Logistics, you can get some here. This is every week, so every weekly reset, you should better buy out everything here, as long as you're continuously doing your what do I call it, dispatches from Commander Shop. I'll probably have a separate guide about the Commander Shop later, but because it's not super important. But as long as you're doing the expeditions, right, you'll get like the currency for that shop. I think I can go back through here. Yep. So that's not a lot of experience. And then when we have the Alliance shop, or the Alliance Crusade raid, you can buy some more experience here. You should always buy these experience points, because the experience is very expensive to farm, to be honest. It costs a lot of stamina, and you need a lot of it to level your units. So anytime you can buy experience, you should always buy it. And I believe that's all for experience. Otherwise, you can get some usually from the side events. There has been in the past. So this is the current side story. So in the shop there should be some experience somewhere. I might have bought it. Yeah, so I bought it out already. But usually you can buy it from the side story. And previously on the bosses, there were experience tickets, but this one doesn't seem to have it. It's only the shop currency that you farm and some shields. But you should be farming it on this particular one anyway, because you need to do the daily. But in previous side stories, the boss has given us a good amount of experience, so make sure to check the side story and see what it is and do that. Now, last thing I want to talk about with regards to using your experience, make sure you try to focus on like specific units one at a time, because or at least like don't spread your experience too thinly, right? I only put in a little bit into Lilith right at the beginning, and then I stopped because I knew I was gonna phase her out, because I managed to summon a Farnace. But it's still worth like leveling her. But with the other units, you probably want to be very careful on who you select to level up, especially if you're free to play, because your experience is very limited, right? So the first unit I would recommend to focus on would be Morgan, right? Because Morgan is going to make your life easier in all PvE stages. I haven't been using her in my guides just because she's kind of broken. Like if you have a good Morgan, you're gonna have no trouble clearing a stage anyway. So I was trying to do clears without her for that reason. But it is worth it because for event stages and stuff, she can help you clear much quicker and a lot safer as well. Because as long as you can line her up to kill an assault unit, you'll pretty much wipe the whole board, right? So it's worth focusing on her. Then focus on your DPS and your tanks primarily, right? I actually only got like 7 proper units leveled up. I guess Crim's like an 8th unit, but I haven't really been putting any levels in her. All of these levels are just purely from putting her into a stage and gaining the passive experience, because she doesn't need levels to work, right? So try to focus on a core lot of units. Even in PvP, I've only been using 7 units in my team. You don't have to use all 9. In fact, sometimes it's detrimental to use all 9 units. So it's better to use less high quality units rather than lots of weaker, like less developed units, right? So I guess that's my #1 tip. Make sure you focus on your primary units first that you're definitely going to use and make the most use of, and then with your remaining experience, wait until you're ready to like level a unit up, and then put it into that once you know exactly what you're going to want to build, right? Maybe in the future I will talk about other units that you will like to have leveled up, but for now I think these units are good ones to focus on if you're free to play, okay, if you have them. I mean, you should be target farming or target pulling Morgan and Farnace already on your customized banner, and then the rest are most like all free to play units. Well, Gin you can get from customized banner, and Coco is free from your beginning banner, which you should have. If you don't, then you just have to make do with whatever you end up picking, and hopefully you get a Coco later. Or you could get there's a freebie ticket if you hit the pity. Actually, I don't know if I have it on this account, but there is an item. I think you have to like not hit a SSR for like a certain number of pulls before you reach it in your database, right? And then you can claim a ticket that you can claim Coco from there. So that's like a backup plan if you didn't manage to if you didn't pull Coco at the start. So I hope that's helpful. I think that's enough rambling. Thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful, and if you have any other questions, of course, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If there's something worth making a video over, I'm happy to do so, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.